Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2 Class 2A. In this video, we will provide a tutorial on how to conduct a meeting in English properly and correctly. Let's get started. To run a discussion, you can use the following parts. In opening the meeting, the example part is Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I really appreciate your attendance to this meeting. Okay, we have a lot to cover today, so we really should get started. Next, in explaining meeting agenda, example parts is, as you can see here on the agenda, we will discuss about blah blah blah. Then example implementation is, as you can see here on the agenda, we will discuss about the creation of cashier information system. In Mandala Shop, we will discuss the method to create the information system and the creation timeline. Next.
Next is asking others' opinion. You can use this phrase. The first is, what do you think about blah 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 blah. The implementation is, what do you think about this information system design? And the next is giving opinion. You can use this phrase. The first is, in my opinion, blah 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 blah, or I think blah 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 blah. The implementation is, in my opinion, this design is very good for some people, but not for those who are still unfamiliar with this new system design. This is a little bit complicated. That will give users more time to adapt. And the next is about agreeing with others' opinion. You can use this phrase. The first is, you are right. It's good opinion. I agree with you. And you can add the name of the member. And the second is, yes, I totally agree with you. And the third is, you are absolutely right. The next is, disagreeing with others' opinion will be presented by Diva.
The next phrase is disagreeing with others' opinion. We can use phrase like this. The first, I'm not sure about that, blah, blah, blah. The second is, I'm totally disagree with you. The implementation is like, I'm not sure about that. I think that is so complicated for new users. Next. The next phrase is asking for suggestion. We can use phrase, do you have any suggestion for blah, 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 or any suggestions for this blah, blah, blah. We can apply in our meeting. You can say, do you have any suggestion for this timeline? And then the phrase for giving suggestions. We can use phrase like this. I think you should blah, 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 or we must blah, blah, blah. We can apply in our meeting. You can say, I think you should add one last step in the information system creation step, which is the implementation phase. This step is the process of implementing an information system that has been built so that users use it to replace the old information system. The next phrase will be presented by Shauki.
Okay, the next is interruption. The phrase you can use like this. I am sorry to interrupt, but you are needed, blah, blah, blah. Then is, excuse me, could I get your blah, blah, blah. The implementation is, I am sorry to interrupt, but you need an example for more clear explanation. The next is making conclusion. The phrase you can use like this. In conclusion, this blah blah blah. All in all, blah blah blah. The implementation. In conclusion, this discussion is success for making information system. Next, the next is closing a meeting. The phrase you can use like this. That's all for today. Thank you. Then is I think the meeting is enough. Blah blah blah. The implementation. That is all for today. Thank you for joining in this discussion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We have revealed all the phrases that are used to run a discussion. Now let's take a look on how those phrases are applied in a real discussion. Let's move in part 2.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. I really appreciate your attendance to this meeting. Okay, we have a lot to cover today, so we really should get started. As you can see here on the agenda, we will discuss about the creation of cashier information system in Mandala Shop. We will discuss the method to create the information system and the creation timeline. First is the method we use to create an information system. We have two choice of method, namely the waterfall method and the rapid application development method. Which one will we use?
I think rapid application development is better to use in this project.
I agree with you, Bagus, because if we use RID, the time used is more efficient.
I am not sure about that RID method because RID needs bigger team and more people to create information system. More money and more complicated than waterfall.
That makes sense.
I think we should use the waterfall method. It's better for this project.
Okay, if that is the best method for this information system, I agree about that.
Of course, me too.
Okay, the method we use for the development of this information system is the waterfall method. Let's move to the next agenda. We are now discussing the timeline for the waterfall method. What do you think about that?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you need to explain the timeline to us.
Timeline of the waterfall method is requirement week 1, then analysis week 2, then design week 3, then coding week 4, and after that testing week 5. Do you have any suggestion for the timeline?
I think we should have finished the design draft in the second week because the faster the better.
Yes, you are right. I agree with Yaugi.
I agree with Shauki's suggestion too.
Okay, if you all agree, I will read the conclusion of the meeting. That is, first, we will use the waterfall method to create a cashier information system at the Mandala store. And the second, the timeline is 5 weeks. Any suggestion?
That's
That's correct.
perfect.
If no suggestion anymore, I think it's all for today. Thank you for your attention and your participation in this meeting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you guys.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.